Well, I've arrived at Alton Towers for the first day of the 2024 season, and it is March 16th, and it's absolutely heaving already. I've not even got in the park yet. Now, promises start to the day. The monorail is down already. First thing you come to, and it's broken. Don't know if it's going to be a good day or not. But I did know it was going to be busy today, so it's not like I didn't know that. They did send numerous emails out begging people not to come, believe it or not. So yeah, you might have got an email if you were coming, and it basically said it's going to be very, very busy, we've sold out. If you don't want to do that, come back another day please, and we'll do it for free. As in they'll transfer your tickets for free. But anyway, I can see the crowds up ahead as we get towards the monorail station at the entrance. Let's hope we get in pretty quick. Now, I wasn't going to head up to Nemesis straight away, because if you didn't know, it's Nemesis opening day today, or Nemesis Reborn as it's known now. But I wasn't going to go there first because everyone's going to do that. Then I just looked through the fence and the queue's not horrendous so far. Everyone is still heading in, so I might go there first, we'll see. Just can't beat that view when you come into the park. Probably the best, even above Disney, I'd say. You go to Disneyland, you can see the castle. Well, this one is a real castle, or a real towers anyway. And it's got some real history behind it. It's not made out of wood and polystyrene. So yeah, probably the best entrance into a theme park ever. Anywhere in the world, I would say. Anyway, we're in. Straight in. Very, very well done. Staff everywhere, pointing everybody in the right direction. Security check straight through. Ticket straight through. Brilliant. Can't fault it. I don't know what it'll be like in about another half an hour. I've just seen the road coming in. It looks like the M1. So who knows. Now, I'm not going to go the tourist way to Nemesis, which is where most people are going to head. I'm going to head through the forest on the garden path, which is slightly shorter and quieter, hopefully. We'll find out when we get up there. Everybody might have the same bloody idea. But yeah, a lot of people are going that way, so I'm going to head this way. Everybody seems to be having the same idea as me. So I'd say it's probably split three ways. A third's gone up the tourist route, as I'll call it. A third's gone down the Grand Canyon, as I'll call it, into the gardens. And the other third are probably coming this way. So at least it splits it out. Anyway, I'll be back down here for a video very soon on the channel. I'll be filming it today or tomorrow. And it's about a lost railway at Alton Towers. And it involves this pathway that we're walking on right now. Now, apologies if I sound out of breath. It's like 9:30 and I've already walked about 3 miles just to get from the car to here, so good start to the day. I'm going to get my exercise in today. Well, finally reached Forbidden Valley where Nemesis lives, and already I can see brand new theming elements, which looks really good. The helicopter, and it moves. Just check out the queue for Nemesis. So the entrance is down there, and the queue goes all the way back to Gloomy Wood so far, and it's getting longer and longer. I might just have a mooch round before I join the queue. I don't know if I want to face another 4-hour queue again like 1994. No thanks. I might come back a bit later, but I'm going to just hover around and catch the atmosphere. There you go, the first ride started already. First ride of the day. And just look at the crowds. Yeah, quite a lot of people are doing the same as me. They're not going on it yet, they're just watching. And then we're going to head elsewhere and come back later in the day. But it is. Oh, there she goes. I've got to say, she looks absolutely amazing in this new colour scheme. So if you remember the cream colour that it used to have before, now it's black and red with bloody veins on the track. I really, really like it. It's a lot better than what it was. Even though I liked the old one, this one's just different altogether, which is brilliant. Yeah, it's great to see it back, and it just looks like a brand new ride. It really does. I'll tell you what, the atmosphere down here is absolutely electric, and I'm about to get my head blasted off when Nemesis goes past me. Are you ready? Watch my hair. As it heads past, it's coming. Here we go. I do love that. As a kid, I used to stand at this fence and just watch it go by. I'll tell you what, that blooming sun's annoying today. There we go, get you in shot. That sun is really annoying, but I'm glad it's out, so I'm not complaining. So anyway, I'm going to have another wander around. I'm not queuing yet, like I said. It's just going to be absolutely carnage. And, I'd say at least 4 hours already. Down into the bowels of Nemesis, and I've got to say, check out the mouth there. Even when it was in its early days, I never ever came down here. I don't know why, I just didn't. I just joined the queue, got on it and left. And first time I think I've been down here in a long time. Even the teeth behind me, they move. You see them moving. We've got actors in the queue as well. I say queue, it's the exit. Oh, we got protesters. They get everywhere these days, don't they? But yeah, check that eye out. It's really good. And the teeth that move. That's amazing. So right down there we've got the creator of the new Nemesis, the designer anyway, John Burton, and also the legend that is stood next to him, John Wardley. Now John Wardley, if you don't know, used to work on the Bond films for the special effects. So all the Roger Moore film special effects, he did that all. And he created all the rides at Alton Towers, or the classic rides anyway, from the 90s. So he did all the original Nemesis stuff. He designed it, he did the theme for it. He had an involvement with the Haunted House, X, Runaway Mine Train, all that original Alton Towers classics. And he's signing his book. I should have brought mine, I didn't bring it. Yeah, doesn't it look just amazing? Looks like opening day 1994 all over again, it really does. I remember queuing for 4 hours up the back, up there, all the way, just like they are today. I haven't seen a queue up there for probably 15 years or more. And it's back again, so it has rejuvenated the ride once more, and it did need it because it was getting a bit tatty looking and forgotten about. Must be a record for me. I've been in the park an hour and I've not been on a single thing. Just too busy watching this. Like I said, it's far too busy. And I've got to say, if you remember the iconic roar of Nemesis, well, it's definitely gone. A lot of people have been saying for months now, oh no, it's still there, it's still got it, you can hear it outside. It's gone. I've stood there and I didn't even know it was going round. That's how quiet it is. You used to be able to hear it from the other side of the park, roaring away. I was stood right next to the fence there and I heard nothing. I'm just looking, thinking, is it going round, is it going round? I could hear the lift over the roar. So yeah, definitely not running, or not as roary as it used to be, if that's even a word. Anyway, I might have a go on Galactica while I'm here. I was just going to say, I think Galactica's down. Then I just realised it's not even 10 o'clock yet, so it's not even open. Everything opens at 10. I just looked on the queue times app and everything was closed. I thought, please no, not everything breaking down at once, but no, it's not even 10 yet, it's 5 to 10. That's how quick time goes when you're in here. But yeah, alright so far. Like I say, I'm going to have a go on Galactica while I'm here, and then I don't have to bother with it tomorrow. I'm here for 2 days anyway, I'm staying tonight, and I'll be here tomorrow as well. And then hopefully I can get the videos done that I want to do, which is the history videos, and also get on some rides, because that's why I'm here. But I did buy a Merlin pass as well, so I don't have to worry about entry and all that sort of stuff. I've got it for free. Well, I paid for it, but I've got it for free as many times as I want. This is not a good start. It's about 10:15 now, and they haven't even sent a train round on Galactica yet. It should have been open at 10. It's not a great start. Not seen it moving or anything. But it's nice to see she's had a bit of a jet wash over the season, close season. track is like the minty blue again, like it used to be in 2002. Still needs a big makeover though. Still a bit rough around the edges, but nice to see she's been cleaned up. At last, they've opened. Only 40 minutes late. Typical Alton Towers, busiest day of the season so far. They know it's going to be busy and they open the rides late. They didn't even test it till about 10:15, which is pretty bad. But anyway, onwards and upwards. Let's have a ride on this. I've not been on it for probably 6 years, since they did the overlay for Galactica from Air, if you remember it called Air. So I've not been on it since then. Is Galactica done after an hour of waiting when it hadn't even opened yet? Anyway, good ride. It's alright. It's not thrilling, but it's a nice little starter ride anyway. Like I said, I've not been on it for about 6 years, so it was good to see it again, since it's had its Galactica makeover, which doesn't look much different to be fair. But I think I'm going to head to Curse at Alton Manor now, because I've not been on that ride yet. Again, it only opened last year and I've not yet been on it. Massive queue here to check out the Nemesis merch store. Huge queue. I'm not even that bothered about the merch. I might have a browse in it later on, but I'm not that fussed to be honest. But it's just queues for everything around here, so I might head out the area and then come back a bit later. Just in front of us here, if you remember, Ripsaw used to be there where that black fence is. Well, apparently a brand new ride for next year is going to be right there in the middle here. They're going to build a big ride right here, which is going to replace what was Ripsaw, and it might even be the same ride type, who knows. But I tell you what, I love listening to the general public when you're on a ride. Poor guy next to me on Galactica, he was like, look at Nemesis, look at that one. That looks brand new, that's amazing, that's a brand new roller coaster. I was like, technically it's not, but... And he's like, oh, apparently it's the highest in the world. I was like, nowhere near, mate. I just love listening to the little conversations. Yeah, so that is the merch shop queue. Crazy. Just to buy merchandise for Nemesis. All the way up there. And yeah, this new flat ride that they're going to bring in is going to be about here. So I think there's going to be a big concrete plinth there with a tunnel, and this path's going to go through the tunnel here. And there's going to be a ride on top of it, which I believe the rumours are it's going to be another, I forgot what they're bloody called now, Huss top spin, which is basically what Ripsaw was. So it'll either be a new model of that or something completely different, but I think it's looking more likely that it's going to be a Huss top spin, which I wouldn't complain because Ripsaw was pretty decent and it brought the crowds in. And then you got Blade, the pirate ship here, if you remember that. I shouldn't call it a pirate ship because it's not a pirate ship. It's a Blade. And yeah, it's changed a lot around here from what I remember. But who remembers Thunderlooper that used to be in that little valley there? So you had Thunderlooper station was right here, and the back drop was there, and it launched that way into the big loop and then up that spike, which was where Galactica is now. I used to love Thunderlooper. First went on it in 1992, believe it or not. Anyway, I'm going to head back round and have another mooch at Nemesis, then I'm going to go to Curse at Alton Manor, which is the old haunted house, or jewel as they renamed it. Well, it's now Curse at Alton Manor and it's all brand new. Like I said, I haven't been on it yet because it only opened last year. I've not been to Alton Towers for 3 years. So I'm going to make up for that this year. Yeah, I am loving the new helicopter. It's a proper ex-military helicopter as well by the looks of it. And it moves. I hoped it would, and it does.
See here, your distance.
Nemesis eggs in a crate there, look. Just the little things like that make it really good. I'm really impressed. But yeah, the queue goes on as far as I can see in the distance. Yeah, I'm going to come back later and join it later. Just not yet. It's just too busy at the minute. never-ending queue. So it heads out of Forbidden Valley. Oh my god. I've heard it goes all the way down to the rapids. We'll find out in a minute. I'm loving the new entrance. Looks a bit Jurassic Park-esque, doesn't it? With the flashing beacons on the fence. And it says Forbidden Valley and Phalanx Facility. I can't even say it. Yeah, let's follow this queue. Can't believe I'm walking the other way. I don't even remember it being this bad in '94. It certainly didn't come out all the way out here. I remember just queuing from the entrance. But yeah, if the queue line's probably 3 hours, it's going to be at least 4.5, 5 from here, maybe more. It's horrendous. Just look at that all the way down there. It's still going. Oh, it's not too bad. It stops here. So just before Haunted House, but I did hear this morning it was all the way back to Gloomy Wood. Not to Gloomy Wood, I mean Catanga Canyon, which is where the rapids is. Anyway, let's check out the new Cursed Alton Manor ride. I want to see how long the queue is first, before I even bother. I don't want to wait a long time for it. I think everything will be really quiet tonight. So if it's really busy now, 20 minutes, I'll do that. That's not bad at all. Yeah, a nice new front now, look. Let's head in the queue line. I love they've got actors around as well. Actors in the queue lines, I love that. And they're still here from last year, which is nice to see. Normally they do it for the first few months and then they get rid of them. Yeah, I love the music. So let's give this a whirl and I'll give you an opinion when I get off. Tell you what, I haven't queued in these woods for a long time. I remember in the 90s queuing through these woods here with the gravestones. I love the little phrases on the gravestones. Yeah, I remember queuing in here but haven't for probably 15 years or more. Nice to see a little queue going again. But I've noticed the smoke's not working today. They normally have smoke effects in the queue line. Already broken. Well, that was bloody good. Really enjoyed that. So it's gone back to its roots of a haunted house rather than a shooty dark ride, which I didn't like at all. I'd still say there's some bits of the old haunted house that I really liked that have gone now, which is a shame, because I think they could have incorporated the best of the best in there. But what they've done to it, I'm not knocking it at all. It is really good. It's definitely a lot darker and a lot scarier than the original storyline, which was quite childlike and, you know, a bit Disney-fied, whereas this one, there was a lot of kids in there, didn't look very happy, but still kids are riding it, which is a good thing. But I really was impressed with that. The special effects on it definitely brought it up to the 21st century, and yeah, it's fit for a theme park of this size now. Very impressed with the special effects, the jump scares, some of the set pieces in there, really big set pieces. The smells, the noises, there was just so much going on. I cannot even start to comprehend what I've just seen. I'm definitely going to have to ride that a few more times just to take it in, because some things were happening on the left and on the right, and I was trying to sort of look at both and I couldn't. But yeah, some of the effects in there, top notch, and I do like what they've done with it, so very positive. I'd put that up there as a top dark ride. Anyway, back down to Nemesis, because I'm going to just check out the queue. If it's gone down, I might have a go, we'll see. Well, the queue's definitely died down. It was all the way back here, if you remember, probably half an hour ago. It's now all gone. Oh, I'm tempted. I still think I should wait till later in the day, because it could even be like an hour later in the day rather than probably the 3 hours it's still going to be, maybe 4, who knows. Let's go have a look at the queue time. It does start there, I think, the queue. So I'm gonna give it a swerve, Nemesis, again, because the queue's still massive. Look who I've just bloody bumped into.
Hello!
It's only coaster crazy.
I'm on the Action, no it's not, it's a Pocket 3.
Pocket 3.
It's so small, that camera, innit?
Tiny.
I don't know why it costs 700 quid though, that thing is like tiny compared to this. Well,
I'll tell you what, we're Osmo DJI bitches now.
yeah. Get yourself a DJI. Stay away from GoPro, the rubbish.
Yeah, I agree. I've got it as a spare, that's about it.
Yeah.
But apparently he's going to, we're going to Curse.
We're heading to Curse,
And I did say a minute ago, didn't I, I'd love to ride it again, so I think I'm going to jump on with Andy, why not?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't try your cameras low light on the ride.
No.
Which looks amazing, by the way. These Pocket 3s look wicked.
Really good at low light. As you saw in the footage when I put it on earlier, I didn't film the ride, but I filmed in the station.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, let's get back on there again. So we've headed over to X Sector where the Smiler and Oblivion are. And as you can see, I've not vlogged anything since we left the Curse at Alton Manor because it's absolutely chucking it down. Typical British weather. Nice sunny morning and then it rains. But I did expect it, so I'm not going to moan. But anyway, I think we're going to have a ride or even a look at Oblivion because it's had some work done, and also possibly a ride on one of these, maybe the Smiler, who knows. But it's definitely busier over here for some reason. I think a lot of people are avoiding Nemesis and coming over here, so it's really busy here. Although Smiler looks like it's down. Yeah, there's a security at the gate. It's definitely closed. I'll flip it around. Looks like Smiler's shut. Technical problems, that's probably why it's busy then. Apparently Oblivion's had a load of work done on the drop. Let's have a look. It's had some special effects added or something. Oh, they've just painted the ring around it and put the mist back on by the looks of it. The shop's all new by the looks of it as well. I'm still with Andy, Coaster Crazy. I'll tell you what, it's so weird getting recognised at theme parks.
AdventureMe, give him a sub.
There you go. Hang on, vlog on vlog, vlog on vlog.
Vlog on vlog.
So let's go have a look.
It looks no different to it did before.
Exactly, do you hear that? Looks no different. They've painted the ring.
Oh, they painted the ring.
The ring.
Family channel.
I know. Painted the ring. And I won't say what we're going to say then.
Yeah.
Painted the ring and just leave it there.
Oh, I thought you was a professional.
I am. I'm very
He's
professional.
got rings.
2 minutes around him and I'm being childish already.
Obsessed with rings. Yeah, that's all I can see.
And some mist. Let's watch the gondola head down. Let's go around here. If you've not been on Oblivion, where have you been? So you vertical drop straight down into the hole, but technically it's not vertical, even though it claims to be the first vertical drop roller coaster. There you go. It's actually not vertical. 87.5 degrees, which is not vertical, not 90. So I think we're going to head on Oblivion, which is at 60-minute queue, not too bad. But I tell you what, it's looking very bloody empty here. So right there used to have the submission ride, and then over there was the Enterprise, if you remember that. But as you can see, it's completely closed off now, and there's nothing there. It looks very, very barren. Looks like a scene from Mad Max 3. They definitely need to get some new rides in there for next year. But it's a bit empty, isn't it, mate?
It's not looking good, mate. Just wait for your gimbal to come
I know.
round. That's mad, that, and it'll trap my face, is it?
Well, if I click on it.
Oh, right, okay.
We've been talking cameras all morning. There you go. It's following you now.
Oh, look at that. Awesome.
Been talking technology all morning. But anyway, we're heading. Still trying to follow you in here.
Oh, it is.
It's still tracking you.
Yeah. Is it really? Wow.
Right, turning it off. So we're heading into Oblivion. Not literally. But yeah, they need some more flat rides here because it's just very bare now. It looks like Mad Max 3 over there, doesn't it?
It doesn't look great, no.
Just need a bit of sand and it'll look dystopian. For the UK's top theme park, I mean, I'm sure it will, and I'm sure they will, and I'm sure it's in the plans for next year or the year after, but we'll see. Oblivion was advertised an hour, as you saw, but we're only 30 minutes, which is a good thing. So they're overestimating their queue times. Typical Merlin. You know why they do that? Get you to buy a fast pass. Why not? It's a business at the end of the day. But yeah, half of what it said. So I think we're going to do the Smiler, which is pretty good. And but we're going to do the single rider queue, so we don't have to queue for 2 hours for it. Yeah, 70 minutes on the sign, so it's probably about 45, but we're going to do single rider. Why not? We might be put on a different train, but I don't care. If you've not been on the Smiler, just look at the mess of that ride. It is absolutely everywhere. That is what you call one compact ride. It's always impressive to look at, I've got to say. Yeah, I've got to say as well, that was probably the best ride I've had on that in a long time, because last time I came on it, it actually ripped my earring out on the restraint because it was that head bashing. My earring fell out, but and in fact I've lost it this time, but not on there. I actually hit it with my glove and it fell out somewhere. But yeah, that was, I'd say 90% good, as in I had a couple of jolts but nothing major. Probably the smoothest ride I've had on it, which is quite something these days, especially with how old it is. But I wish Alton Towers would get a bloody jet wash and get down there and get jet washing, because it is disgusting down there. That pit looks like something out of a bloody garbage recycling place or something. It's just full of rubbish and grime. I know it's kind of part of the theming, but you can't get away with that forever. Just get a jet wash and a sweeping brush, it'll look 10 times better. Yeah, it is impressive to look at. Check it out. The music, I do like it, but it does, well, when you're queuing for over an hour, it does kind of go through you a little bit. Imagine working on that and listening to that same blooming song all day. I mean, you know what it sounds like if you've heard it. You can hear it now, but it's the ha ha ha. Anyway, I think we need food because I'm absolutely starving. I need a coffee, some grub, and then maybe Nemesis. We'll see. We just stopped for a bite to eat, much needed. We went to the burger kitchen, which I did get warned off. Apparently it's really bad because it's made by the same company that makes prison food. I can see where they got that from. To be fair, the chips were pretty good in there. Price is questionable, like $14.50 for a burger meal, but the actual burger itself was okay. The burger meat looked like something that just come out of a Rustler's Burgers box or something you shove in a microwave, but yeah, it was okay. It tasted alright. I suppose that's the main thing. It wasn't disgusting anyway. Anyway, we're in the world of David Walliams, which I haven't set foot in yet because it is new since I last came anyway. So I think we're going to go on Gangster Granny the Ride, which is just round here, because I haven't been on that. So I'm ticking all these boxes today. So let's have a go on Gangster Granny.
Are you from London?
Some real beef eaters. Well, I think they're real anyway. Anyway, we're going to head on. Gangster Granny on Wally Bum's Way. And there's rumours that they're going to be building a brand new roller coaster inside a big building somewhere behind there in what is known as Coaster Corner, which used to be used in the 80s but hasn't been since. So there's a big area just behind that theatre building. Anyway, Gangster Granny, I thought that was pretty good, to be fair. And it is a kid's ride, so I wasn't expecting anything major, but it's some really good effects in there. A good little ride system. I just thought all round it was pretty decent. And as a 5-year-old, I'd have loved that. What did you think to Gangster Granny?
I love it. I think it's brilliant. Don't really know the storyline. I never read a David Walliams book in my life.
Me neither.
But you can follow it. It's easy to follow. It's good for the family. The props and sets and stuff in there are really good. Yeah,
such a tiny
just,
building.
It just does what it needs to do. It's a really good quality dark ride, and it's a good addition to the park.
And it's a really small building as well.
It is, it's tiny, yeah.
And they've managed to cram all that in and a queue line. It's pretty decent. But if you didn't know, the Sky Ride is going to be down for the whole of the 2024 season, so no cable cars, which is a bit of a bummer if you're on the other side of the park and you want to get across here and have to trek through the gardens or go the long way. It's a bit of a pain for that, but they are spending millions of pounds on it apparently, because it needs a lot of money spending on it. It's got a big structural problem or something like that, we think. And so they need to get the original manufacturer in, Poma, to do a lot of work on it. And Hex is closed for now, probably for a few weeks, maybe months, but we are promised it's going to reopen this year with some new additions to it, which is good to hear. Well, I think we're heading back over the other side of the park now. I'll tell you what, that burger's repeating on me. I keep going as I'm talking. Very rude of me, I know, but I can taste it. So we're going to head back the other side. I think we're going to maybe possibly do Weckerman, which is the wooden roller coaster, if you don't know what it is. I've only done Wickerman 2 or 3 times, so I'll be looking forward to that. And then hopefully get on Nemesis when it's dark. And because I've got my new camera, you'll be able to see it properly. And it'll pick up really well on here. There we go, Wickerman, we're going to head in the queue. They've got the flames back on, Bob. But yeah, this is pretty short for a busy day, 70 minutes. And considering it was one of the sellout days today as well, and there's only a 70-minute queue for Wickerman, that's pretty impressive. That means everyone's at Nemesis, where we're going next. That's Wickerman done. I'll tell you what, that's the fastest ride I've ever had on that ride. It's absolutely bombing it down outside, so the track is soaked, and it's been running all day. That was fantastic, wasn't it? So it were probably another 20-30% faster than it normally is, so it was raucous. It were rattling around that track, I'm telling you. Made an average family coaster actually quite thrilling. It was good. Anyway, we're in the Wickerman shop now, and we're about to, I think we're heading up to Nemesis now. Try and get a night ride on Nemesis, so you'll get to see it at its best. Look at this.
Yeah, you could afford that, Darren.
Yeah, right.
I am very surprised no one's actually bought that.
I know. $3.5 grand for a wicker statue.
Yeah.
No thanks. I'm not that geeky. Anyway, up to Nemesis. And yeah, we'll get to see it in the dark. So we're heading back through Gloomy Wood, and how much better does it look at night? With all the spooky lighting in the trees. I always think everything comes alive at night at Alton Towers. And can't wait to show you the Forbidden Valley where Nemesis is. So that's going to be something else.
Sorry, Sean.
You'll be licking his face.
So, there's been a few houses open off.
It's already looking good. Still raining though. Everything looks so much better at night though, doesn't it? And like I said, this camera is really good at night anyway, so we're going to get to see it as it appears pretty much. Oh, I'm getting excited now because I've not done it yet. Everybody else here pretty much has done it. I haven't. I'm getting all excited. It's been over 2 years since I've been on Nemesis, probably 3 actually. Well, give me a scan.
Oh dear. Oh dear. You're very contaminated.
Oh, I'm contaminated.
Find help. Find help quick.
I'm contaminated apparently.
Contaminated.
I need to go on Nemesis to decontaminate myself. Got a feeling she's going to be hauling ass now because it's wet. Oh yes. Right, I think we're going on. at last.
And the other vlog as well, so I'm wrapping up 2 vlogs on this one.
So we're queuing for Nemesis, about an hour and a half in, still queuing, and it's absolutely bucketing it down. But I want to show you this view, because just look at that. That looks spectacular. And it's just broken down because if you can see up there, the train is actually sat on the lift hill and it hasn't moved for about 3 or 4 minutes. So we think because of the rain, the other train that's supposed to come in behind it has overshot the brakes, which has triggered a sensor which has stopped this one on the lift hill. So it'll probably just need resetting and then it'll be up and running again. But yeah, it's all quiet at the minute. But yeah, it looks fantastic at night. Just look at that. Right, well that didn't end how I thought it was gonna do. So I didn't get to ride Nemesis after all. So as you saw in the last clip, it broke down on the lift hill and it was sat there for about 25-30 minutes. They've evacuated everybody off the train, walking them down the stairs. I mean, it is absolutely hammering it down as well. It's not light rain, it's heavy rain. I'm absolutely soaked, I'm drenched. And the park is now closed, and they've just come down the queue line saying, sorry, we don't think it's going to open, so you may as well leave. And everybody's flooding out, so I just think it wasn't meant to be tonight. But so I came on the opening day and didn't get a blooming ride on it. But I'm not bothered because I'm back tomorrow. I'd be really annoyed if I wasn't, but I'm back tomorrow. I'm staying over tonight in Cheadle, so I'm not that fussed because I'll just jump on it tomorrow morning and get my ride and say I've done it and tick. But yeah, if I'd have just come for this and left it till this evening like I did, I'd have been really annoyed. But yeah, I can't blame them. It happens, doesn't it? It'd just been really annoying. But anyway, we've had a really good day, Alton Towers. It's been fantastic. Considering I thought it was going to be like fireworks night busy, which if you come for the fireworks here at Alton Towers, you'll know how horrible it is, how hectic and busy it is. And apparently it's sold out today, and it wasn't, or it didn't seem to be anyway. It was nowhere near as busy as I've seen it before. It was still busy, but not that bad. Still managed to get on a lot of the big rides. The only ones we didn't get on really was Nemesis, but we did try. And Rita and 13. We got on everything else. So all good really. But anyway, I'm gonna head back to the hotel, dry off because I'm absolutely soaked and frozen. And I'm gonna bid you all farewell, but I'll be back tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for joining us. And if I manage to make it on Nemesis, you'll see it after this. If not, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.